Sadhgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Bhaktavijaya436. As you may remember, we were beginning chapter 56. Santoba Powar, Niloba, Uddhava Chidgan, obeisance to Sri Ganesh, obeisance to the Lord of the Lowly. God's love. Victory to thee, the inhabitant of Vaikuntha, the attractor of the mind, the husband of the daughter of the ocean, Lakshmi, the imperishable, the wish tree, the best being, O Pandurang, O Krishna, Vishnu, and the supporter of all beings, the mine of mercy, O God of gods, thou art the only treasure of one's happiness. Thou art the helper of the helpless and generous to the unlucky. When the evil-minded persecute thy bhaktas, thou comest in person to advocate their cause. Thou art the friend of the friendless. Thou dost follow those who are free from desires. Thou givest an uninterrupted love for thy worship and destroyest the earthly ties of thy servants. Thou art the Lord of the helpless and the honored guest of the lowly. Thou dost grant assurance to the helpless. O life of the world, I am dull of intellect, therefore help me to compose this book. Santoba Powar's Renunciation. Now listen with respect to the story of Santoba Powar, who was the noblest of the Vaishnavas and the great pillar of ascetics. At his house there were horses, elephants, and fortune. He was honored by the king. As he once listened to the kirtan of Tukaram, repentance arose in his heart. Said he, the worldly life is unsubstantial and illusory. The human body is perishable. Then why should I waste my life for nothing? Under his command there was an army which he sent for, paid off, and dismissed. Then he sent for the Brahmins, had them take away all his fortune, and distributed among them his horses, elephants, and chariots. He put on a scanty torn cloth, and being free from hindrances, he gave himself up to the repetition of God's names. He was the inhabitant of Ranjangaon, Sandas. And as soon as the ascetic spirit was established in him, he danced in the kirtan without any sense of shame. He sat on an island in a wood situated at the junction of the Mula Muta and Bhimarati, just as a parrot, as soon as it is free from a cage, flies away and sits in a tree, or as a bee falls into temptation for honey and is shut up in a lotus flower. But after a time it makes a determined effort and comes out full of repentance for having yielded. Or like an old serpent which, after leaving its skin, looks bright again. In the same way did Santoba feel as he gave up all attachment to his worldly life. This news became known in town. The people wondered, and his mother wept out of affection and exclaimed, "How unfortunate! My son dismissed his army and distributed his fortune, and has now become unconscious of his body. Our ancestral reputation will suffer, and the evil-minded will laugh at us." Sadhgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.